Top of the morning, top of the morning. Welcome back. You know who it is. It's ZalaWorld. Yeah, let's kick it once more. Today we're diving 2 feet in. We're gonna get judgmental. You and me, the jury. Am I the a-hole for not letting our child talk to our mother-in-law? I, 35 female, have been with my husband Hank, 38 male, for 17 years and married for 12. We have 2 kids, Ruby, 8 female, and Lily, 1 year old female. Since the start of our relationship, H's mother Bev, has been rude to me. On more than one occasion, she called to me, verbally abusing me about some perceived slight that is either nothing to do with her or didn't even happen. For example, celebrating my nephew's birthday in person with him, lives an hour away. A week after we didn't celebrate hers with her, she lives 14 hours away. There's a lot mashed in here, hey? There's like a lot mashed in here to the point now. Well, are you supposed to drive 14 hours away just to celebrate somebody's birthday? Cause that's a full day's drive to go then to come back. An hour away I can just hop, quickly greet, then come back. But yeah. Bev has a substance use problem and also likes to call Hank when she isn't sober and blame him for things that have gone wrong in her life, even if they have nothing to do with him. Like when she got a flat tire and it was because he hadn't called her in a few weeks. Huh? Excuse me? My apologies. Excuse me? You got a tire puncture because your son hasn't called you? Oh, this is a classic case of abuse, being honest. And guess what? Hank is gonna be attached. I wish I was making this up. Apparently it was because he didn't care about her and so the universe was out to get her. He had got no contact with her in the past but eventually started talking to her again. Girl tripping is something. Hey man. Yeah, but she sounds like she sounds like a whole packet of peanuts. She's nuts. Yeah, a few years ago, she told him that our only child, only Ruby at that point, should never have been born. Yo. I don't have kids. But if you tell me that the most important person to me right now is my niece, if you were to tell me that she shouldn't have been born, you and I will never see each other again. You and I will never be in the same space voluntarily by me. It has to involve the law or something else, because what do you mean? At that point, I was adamant that Bev would never have to do anything with Ruby, but I eventually conceded that their contact would be limited and super visited as it was important to Hank. Hank must get out of this now. Hank is becoming a problem. Hank must get out of this now. He must separate his abusive mom from his children. I also stated that Bev had to be sober in any and all interactions. It has been easy enough due to the distance and the fact that Bev won't travel to see us, and we haven't really been able to travel in the past year. A few weeks ago, Bev called and Hank let her speak to Ruby on a loudspeaker. I overheard and could tell that Bev was at least drunk. She was slurring her words and making some passive-aggressive comments that hopefully went over Ruby's head. I dropped the call. I immediately dropped the call. You talk to her another time. Yeah. After Ruby went to bed, I spoke to Hank about it and why he let her speak to her when she wasn't sober, and he said he didn't realize, and then I think she said it was all that bad. We talked some more and he admitted that he didn't want conflict and she was adamant about talking to Ruby, and he thought it would be okay as she hasn't been nasty on that call. No, she don't get to decide. You're talking about the child. You said you wish that child has never been born. So why do you need to talk to her? For what? I told him I was no longer comfortable with Bev having any contact with Ruby because I don't feel like my boundaries were respected and I can't protect Ruby if rules aren't followed. To his credit, he agreed with me. He hasn't even attempted to let Bev talk to Ruby since. But a friend has asked me how would I feel if Hank told me that my parents could never speak to Ruby again, and now I'm questioning it. Am I the a-hole? Oh no. You're being a beautifully created parent who's very protective of her child, who's protective of her child from somebody who has looked at you in the face and tell you, that child, I wish she hadn't been born. There's something said about things said in anger or said in emotions. There's a seed of truth in there. So that person should never ever be alone with your child. That person should not have as much contact as your child as possible. In fact, no contact is the best way here. If she has told your child she wishes she wasn't born, you passive aggressive talking to my child, you calling them only when you're drunk. I don't need that influence in a young child's life. Let it go. Am I the a-hole for banning my mother-in-law from my apartment? Short backstory, me, 25 now, don't like turkey. My BF, 25 male, is vegetarian. My mother-in-law served turkey at Christmas dinner after being told by my BF that I don't like it. She still serves it, and I'm not able to eat anything. I can't eat potatoes as I'm allergic. I don't like Brussels sprouts, so I'm left with only red cabbage to eat. My partner's meal was also potatoes. I feel left out watching everyone else eat. Everyone speaks a language I don't understand. My BF and I are long distance, and I feel close to crying and decide to excuse myself from the table. My BF follows me outside. Well, this sounds like he's a considerate. Even though your mother-in-law is not. After I have gone home from my partner's country and I've talked to him about everything that happened, I text my mother-in-law that I'm sorry that I left the table. I know it was disrespectful of me. Ooh, how respectful of you. My mother-in-law texts me back saying she would talk to her son about it. A few days later they talk and I get a text from her saying that I'm not welcome to her house anymore. Ooh, that's so aggressive though. Like, why only speak to you? Wait, why only speak to him after you were talking to her about it? Wait, huh? That's very, very, weird. Okay, so no welcome to her house anymore. After this, the situation only escalates. My mother-in-law refuses to talk to me. My boyfriend feels like this situation is unfair and tries to explain my point of view, which she doesn't listen to. The reason for me getting banned changes from me not eating to my BF not spending enough time with his mother-in-law and his family, and therefore that I'm banned from the house. Whoa. Your boyfriend is a person with their own decision. If he left, they should take it up with him. Why do they have to bring it to you? Why is it your problem? They should talk to him. Be like, hey, look, we didn't appreciate that because 1, 2, 3, we wanted to spend time with you. It should never be, hey, you came with this one, so I'm banning that one because we didn't get to spend time with you, huh? Excuse me? Yeah. Mother-in-law starts telling people that I'm disrespectful and talks bad about me and my mental health. At this point, I tell my partner that I don't want them to talk to me about to their mom, and I don't want to meet her when I visit him. Now, 6 months after all this began, my partner is moving to my country. My mother-in-law and partner's relationship has gotten strained by all of this. Doesn't talk to her anymore, doesn't visit unless he has to. Well, you alienated him. He brought somebody he felt close to you, and you decided, hey, let me be like, I don't like this person, so they must go. That's the easiest way. When you tell someone to do something and it's not something you can enforce, it's the easiest way to get pushback. Yeah. But now when he's moving, she's contacting him about helping him move and him staying with her and so on. And today, mother-in-law texts him, I'm so excited to visit both of you and me when you move. My BF tells me this when I tell them no. After everything your mom has said about me and us, she's banned from my house. My boyfriend agrees. Fair. If I'm banned in your house, why you all come in mine? That's a supportive partner as well. Kudos. He decides to tell her he will not stay with her during the moving process and that she's not welcome to our home. This is where mother-in-law loses it. She calls me and in 5 minutes tells me I misunderstood her, that I'm disrespectful, that me and boyfriend hates her, is always against her, we're a team but she's alone, that my BF dad had told her I like turkey, they're divorced and I talked to him maybe 3 times, and she ends the call without me really being able to say anything. Now I'm just confused and I'm wondering, am I the a-hole? Did I take it too far? Where? This is perfectly justified behavior for people who want to be uncivilized. Simple. Anyway, juices, this was fun. Second half, I will see you below.